Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Wahlberg, your podcast performance coach with not one, but 5 actionable tips to grow your authority and convert with ease. It's my 4-part series covering my top podcasting tips on marketing, performance, tech, and content. This is part 1 of 4. Okay, you've created a podcast, but no one is listening. You know you need to grow your audience if you want any kind of ROI out of your podcast efforts, and the answer is simple: marketing. So today I'm sharing my top 5 tips for marketing your podcast so that you can get more earballs on that gorgeous voice of yours. In no particular order, although I will give this first tip a little extra weight because I do think it is the best way to grow your audience. Are you down with OPP? The first marketing tip, I'm talking about other people's podcasts. OPP, yo. You gotta know that sharing your zone of genius on other podcasts is the fastest and most likely the cheapest way to grow your audience. Now, being a guest on any other podcast just won't do. Be strategic about it. Look who's already in your niche or slightly adjacent to your niche. Tap those audiences. Maybe there are some great partnerships just waiting to happen, but you better deliver the goods. Give as much value as their format will allow so their listeners will seek you out. Marketing tip number 2. Sharing is still caring. There are a few different strategies when it comes to promoting your show on social media channels. Some will say be on all the channels and all the platforms. And for some podcasters, that makes sense. But when you're podcasting for your business and you've niched down, and I mean way down, see my other episodes on niching if you feel that you're just not tight enough, but you want to be where your audience or potential customers are. If they're not on Instagram or Facebook, don't put your effort there. You might go all in on LinkedIn, and that's okay if you know that's where your people are. If you're serious about growing your audience through social media, you want to be strategic about it. Consider hiring a social media manager who's going to create a plan to promote your show. Marketing tip number 3. Marco! Podcast! Uh-oh. Are you findable? Searchable is one thing, but don't slough off the supporting parts of your podcast. Being able to clearly identify who you help and how you help them will make you findable on the web. You do this by having well thought out show notes, great episode titles, and even transcriptions. And you're doing this consistently. So many podcasters will do so much better if they just put a little more effort into their episode show notes and their titles. Number 4 is YouTube. Put your podcast on YouTube, or put a portion of your podcast on YouTube, or shoot a promo for your latest episode and put it on YouTube. Be on YouTube. Have you heard of YouTube? After Google, YouTube is the biggest search engine in the world. Get on YouTube. This will help you get discovered. And the 5th marketing tip for your podcast is funnels. Hold it. Now hold it. I don't want to lose you. I can already hear your ears starting to clench. You're clenching your ear. Have you ever tried clench? Go ahead right now. Try closing and clenching your ears right now. Go ahead. It's not working. You can still hear me, right? See, I told you. Don't do it. Come back to me. Hear me out. All you have to do is recognize that your podcast can be your top of funnel. And in serving your listener, episode after episode, you can start to move people down your funnel with lead magnets, challenges, exercises, PDFs, bonus content, and even paid offers. If your show is that potential customer's first point of contact, think of what you can offer them next to help them with the problem you solve. So you've got my top 5 podcast marketing tips. Number 1, get on other people's podcasts, OPP. Number 2, sharing on the right social channels. Number 3, be findable with good SEO practices. And number 4, YouTube. Number 5, funnels can be fun and lucrative. And Your bonus tip is to take advantage of my free 15-minute coaching call. We'll jump on Zoom and we'll take a look at whatever you're doing right now for marketing and figure out how you can improve it. Yep, we can do it all in 15 minutes. And I hope that's just the tip you need.
No.
Oh, no. What are you doing here?
You said tip, but you delivered 6 tips.
I thought I was done with you.
It's been so long, I know that you missed me.
No, I did not miss you, but can't believe I'm saying this, but some listeners have asked me about you.
Ha ha! They love me so much.
Hold it.
Yes, hoochie coochie.
Get out of here. I can't believe he's back. Okay, yes, and I hope those are just the tips you need. Don't forget to book your free 15-minute coaching call at podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Wahlberg.
See ya.
Shut up. Get out of here.
Hold it. Hey,
Get
don't push me.
out of here.
Don't touch me. You can't touch me. So see you next week.